All right, very warm welcome to everybody. Take a moment to settle in. Let's take about a minute to just settle in. People are still joining us. Some of you are on YouTube, welcome there as well. This is going to be a 2-hour practice session from 10 p.m. India time to 12 a.m. You can be here for as long as you like. Everyone's welcome. It'll be nice if you can put your phone on some kind of silent mode. Warm welcome for this new moon meditation. Very nice. So tonight is going to be a combination of meditation and some readings. And the broad aim for tonight is just actually tuning into a lot of healing, a lot of soothing. I'm sensing there's a huge amount of anxiety and pressure that people are feeling for a variety of reasons at this time. I'm just inviting a lot of healing, a lot of support, a lot of strength, a lot of inner settling in today's session. And let that be one of the beautiful intentions. Why don't you also make an intention in the chat menu? Just put addressing it to everyone, panelists and attendees. Why don't you put in what is your intention for tonight's practice? Or sometimes some of you it's not night, wherever it is, doesn't matter. But what's your intention for this practice? Whether you're here for the full 2 hours or part of it. And you can type it out. It'll be nice too, because what we vocalize, visualize, emotionalize tends to get actualized. Healing for all, removal of suffering. Very nice. To be one with myself, very powerful intention. Healing for the earth. Infinite blessing, infinite healing for all suffering from COVID. Exactly, very nice, very good. Ease and connection, very nice, Anupama. To be the purest channel of love, fantastic. Deepti says to be peaceful. Aisha says silence and stillness. Preeti says manifestation of a new job that I'm interviewing for, so be it. Kanchan says to be with me, excellent. Savita says for peace of mind to all. Jyoti says peace and happiness for all. Bharti says intention is to feel free and blessed. Wonderful. Shilpa says inner peace and strength for everyone through this period. Tejaswini says just to be. Excellent. Amrita says to be okay with what is. Komal says ease with myself. And Magdalena says, Namaste, may all beings be happy and free and be able to reunite and come together, also in the physical plane. Yes. And Divya says to deepen my connection with myself. Pooja says to experience just being. Roshni says to be able to deal with the quarantine period with strength, ease, and positivity. Rituparna says to settle a turbulence I'm feeling inside for the past week. So be it. Yeah. Beautiful. And there may be some more responses that come. Let me also see if I can monitor YouTube. To be a healer, I'm suffering from an evil spirit, to eliminate it. All right, maybe so. Get in touch with your own spirit. All evil spirits get eliminated. The word evil is live, spelled backwards. Some of you know this. All right, tune in. Again, eyes can be open or closed or half closed. I'd like you to breathe 5 to 10% deeper than usual. Breathe down to the belly. With every breath, a deeper relaxation, a deeper settling. I feel like doing a small chant to just invoke the Brahma Viharas, powerful attitudes of love and compassion and appreciation and equanimity. Just enjoy this chant. Just feel the vibrations of the chant, whether or not you understand it. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Metta sahagatena cetasa ekang disang paritva viharati. Tatha dutiyang, tatha tatiyang, tatha chatuthang idiyuttamado tiriyang. Sabbati sabba tathaya sabba vantang lokang. Metta sahagatena cetasa vipulena mahaggatena appamanena averena abhayapajena paritva viharati. Karuna sahagatena cetasa ekang disang paritva viharati. Tatha dutiyang, tatha tatiyang, tatha chatuthang idiyuttamado tiriyang. Sabbati sabba tathaya sabba vantang lokang. Karuna sahagatena cetasa vipulena mahaggatena appamanena averena abhayapajena paritva viharati. Mudita sahagatena cetasa ekang disang paritva viharati. Tatha dutiyang, tatha tatiyang, tatha chatuthang idiyuttamado tiriyang. Sabbati sabba tathaya sabba vantang lokang. Mudita sahagatena cetasa vipulena mahaggatena appamanena averena abhayapajena paritva viharati. Upekha sahagatena cetasa ekang disang paritva viharati. Tatha dutiyang, tatha tatiyang, tatha chatuthang idiyuttamado tiriyang. Sabbati sabba tathaya sabba vantang lokang. Upekha sahagatena cetasa vipulena mahaggatena appamanena averena abhayapajena paritva viharati. And this chant was about radiating loving kindness in all directions, forward and behind, left and right, above and below, all intermediate directions. And radiating it in a way that's magnified and purified and cleansed and free from any kind of hindrance, and just becoming boundless, limitless, flawless, pristine, loving kindness in all directions. And similarly, radiating compassion in all directions, magnified, purified, pristine compassion. In the same way, radiating appreciation in all directions, forward and backward and left and right and above and below, and all intermediate directions, magnified and purified, and free from any kind of hindrances and pristine. And same with equanimity of mind, balance of mind, a mind that's not easily shaken by the ups and downs of life, a mind that's in touch with its own root in all directions, forward, backward, left and right, above and below, all intermediate directions, magnified, purified, limitless, boundless, pristine, becoming a momentum of mind that elevates us to the highest levels of consciousness, where our inner clarity, the voice and the vision on the inside, becomes louder than the voices and the opinions on the outside. For today's practice, I would like to make this intention. May I be a channel of blessings for someone today. May I be a channel of blessings for someone today. May I be the clearest possible channel of the highest possible blessings in the world, in the world, in the world. And whatever needs to come through for my benefit, for your benefit, for our benefit, for the benefit of all of those watching the recording, for the benefit of all of those not even hearing this, but connected to this in any way, or even not directly connected to this. May what is most appropriate, suitable, beneficial. May what is of long-lasting, timeless, limitless blessing, may only that come through. May everything else just dissolve and resolve and not be available at this time. And may that be true for every single one of us. And in this moment, I invite you to no longer be a passive recipient, but an active collaborator in this process tonight. How do you collaborate? You collaborate by tuning in. You collaborate by offering your attention and intention. Some of you already written down your intention. Some of you just joined and haven't done that, and that's all right. You collaborate by showing up. And together, our consciousness works like one mind. Some of you have seen videos of starlings, this amazing bird that flies together in formation. It behaves like one big organism. You might have seen ants do that. You might have seen fish do that if you go scuba diving. So in this moment, I invite all of us to start behaving like one consciousness. It's not just Nithya's session, it's our session. And each one of us is playing a role. And we play a role by showing up, tuning in. You might have had the experience, which I've had many times, some of you may have had it, where when you're in sync with a person or a group, sometimes you think something, you don't immediately say it. Or there's a question in your mind, you don't immediately ask it. And somebody else says it, or somebody else answers exactly that question. And this is an example of us being connected at a deeper level, moving from the me space to the we space. So in today's practice, I invite us to enter the we space, which is a precursor to our accessing universal consciousness. For this, we start with me in the sense of I. And usually this I comes along without even noticing with I am. Very quickly it becomes I am a man, I am a woman, I am a nationality, I'm a age, and I'm an occupation, and I'm inadequate in some ways and better than others in some ways. And all these things come attached to the I. It's really important to realize these are notions. These are unexamined assumptions. Anything I say about myself at some level can be challenged, can be questioned. If I think I've got good memory, I might meet someone with better memory. If I think I'm tall, I might meet someone who's taller. If I think I'm not good enough or my life's a failure, I might meet someone who's got things much worse than me. And I realize nothing I say about myself is absolutely true, at least not at all times. So moving away from the relative aspects of how I define and experience myself to moving to a more direct experience of just I am. I am. This is unarguable. I am. I exist. Don't need scientific proof. Because, in fact, science needs this I am. Without this I am, there is no science. It's the other way around. So this is self-evident, the sense of I am. And this is the foundation. This is the root from where we access deeper levels of connection, connecting to ourselves. So I'd like you to come to this threshold, this boundary between the so-called inner world and the so-called outer world, which is also actually just a notion, just an idea. Both of these present themselves, the inner world and the outer world, present themselves to this timeless I am. I am on the inside, I am on the outside, what is happening on the outside. And inviting soothing, calming, stilling, serenity, waves and waves of serenity. You just stay as the I am. Don't get overly caught up in I am this and I am that. And that allows everything to equilibrate, everything to balance itself out. At a physical level, at a mental level, everything begins to balance itself out. It's like if you put down a cup of water, the water stops shaking. So put down the body, put down the mind, let the body breathe by itself, take care of itself. Let the mind do its thinking, memorizing, jumping around. Let it do what it wants. Just put it down. Might feel unfamiliar, might even feel uncomfortable for some of you. Just relax. It's okay. So incredibly healthy. There is a great support that's available to you. The only way you can access it is by opening up a little bit, being a little more receptive, a little bit more transparent, a little less convinced that you're in control of the situation. Just let the body do its body thing. It's doing it anyway. Let the mind do its mind thing. It's doing it anyway. Let the emotions do their emotion thing. Let your personality do its personality thing. You just be here. You just be with my voice. It's good enough. This voice is going to guide you back to yourself. Just stay with this voice. Let everything else take care of itself. I got a sense that such a lot of powerful healing wants to come through in tonight's new moon session. So many of us are struggling at so many levels. I just felt that very palpably tonight. And at some level, I could feel the contraction within myself, almost like an empath. I was finding it actually quite hard to breathe the last hour. And it's okay. And we're here now. And we're together now. And the soothing is happening. The stilling is happening. The unbinding, uncoiling. The pressure is getting released in every possible way without having to make a big effort. Feel like guiding you to, if you want to, you don't have to. Just put both your palms on your knees. Just keep them there for a bit. Some kind of energetic shift. And put them on the inner part of your knees or the outer part of your knees, doesn't matter, or just on the knees. Just touch your palm to your knees. Something is balancing right away. beautiful, energetic pressure release is going to happen in tonight's session. Just trust the process. It might feel, for some of you, it might feel actually a little worse before it gets better. And that's all right. Just trust it. Just go through with it. Just breathe with it. For some of you, it'll just be fine. Releasing the valve, just like a pressure cooker has a valve, there's a certain valve that's keeping in the pressure of unprocessed emotions. And in this moment, collectively lifting up that valve. And you don't have to understand how it happens, it just happens. Emotional pressure is getting released, not just from you, from all of us, from all our families, from all our communities, from the collective. You don't even know how it's happening. It's just happening. Collective pressure at an emotional level is just getting released. It continues to release. As you're here, as you're present, as you're with this sense of I am, as you're letting the body be the body, the mind be the mind, and if you like, with your palms on your knees, a very beautiful release is happening. It continues to happen. A reminder that you're completely safe, you're completely held, you're completely protected. Even if your mind and emotions are saying otherwise, completely held, completely protected, completely safe. And even if some of you are feeling uncomfortable, relax in the space around that discomfort. Open up. Those of us on the call today who are feeling quite comfortable, actually, quite normal, quite relaxed, I'd like you to magnify your comfort, your relaxation, your quite okayness. I'd like you to radiate it out to everybody on the call and listening to the recording who's not feeling like that. So share your gain, share your strength. Just radiate it outwards. May all beings share. May all beings share in this peace, in this strength, in this calm, in this health, in this serenity. And those of you who are not feeling that equilibrated, not feeling in your center, just breathe it in, just receive it. A beautiful, energetic transfer is happening. It's really happening. It's not just a nice idea. Feel it happening. We are connected in far more profound ways than we are ever taught. If you feel like moving your palms to the middle of the thighs, you can. But also trust yourself if you feel like touching some other part of the body. Just do that. I want your hands to periodically move and touch parts of the body with the palms, creating an equilibrium in a gentle, natural, relaxed way. A beautiful pressure release is happening. Energetic pressure release from our collective. You don't have to understand this. Just welcome it. Every single one of you is so worthy. Is so worthy to be here, to be part of this session, be part of this call. Is so worthy to radiate these blessings. Is so worthy to receive these blessings, receive this healing. No matter what you think you've done, or you've not done, or you've left undone, you're worthy of pure love, pure appreciation, pure honoring. You're received exactly the way you are. What you're grappling with is not just your stuff. You're grappling with humanity stuff. You're grappling with ancestral stuff. You're part of the birthing of the larger life that wants to come through. So the process here is much wider than you probably suspect. You don't need to beat yourself up. It's okay. If you feel like putting your palms close to your abdomen, where the legs just begin, both sides of your groin, you can, or put them anywhere else that you like. Some of these points are Jinshin Jitsu points, very powerful, beautiful points, which support this process of unraveling, unbinding, pressure release at a physical, emotional, and every other level. Hmm. Hmm. Nothing much has to be done. Just be here on this call with all of us. Just be here with this voice. Just follow the guidance to the extent you can. Nothing much has to be done. Just be here. A natural pressure release is happening. A natural alignment is happening. Energetic rebalancing, recalibration is happening. This is healing not only you, it's healing the collective, which includes your family, your community, this country, this planet, all beings, in a way that you might or might not understand, and that's okay. Just show up. Just be with us. Even if it's slightly uncomfortable or even very uncomfortable. Just stay with us. Those of you who are feeling strong, aligned, supported, protected, comfortable, healthy, radiate out your strength, your clarity, your health. Magnify it and radiate out to all others who may not be feeling that. And those of you who are feeling a little deprived, a little deficient, in any way, just receive it. Just breathe it in. Just know that you're supported in more ways than you can currently understand. Itipiso bhagavaraham samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi sattha deva manassanam buddho bhagavati swakhato bhagavata dhammo sandittiko akkaliko ehi passiko apanayiko pacchattam veditambo vinyohiti Uparipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujuparipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya paripanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samichi paripanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purasa yugani Atta purasa pungala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahunaya pahunaya dakhinaya Anjali karaniya Anuttarang punyakhetang lokasati ये च बुद्धातीता च ये च बुद्धा अनागता पच्युत्पन्ना च ये बुद्धाहं वन्दामि सम्पदा नत्थि मे शरणं अन्यं बुद्धो मे शरणं वरं एतेन सच्चवञ्जेन सोक्तिते होतु सम्पदा ये च धम्मातीता च ये च धम्मा अनागता पच्युत्पन्ना च ये धम्माहं वन्दामि सम्पदा Natti me saranang anyang dhammo me saranang varang etena satchavajjena sottite hotu sambada. Ye ca sangha tita ca ye ca sangha nagata pacchuppanna ca ye sangha hang vandami sambada. Natti me saranang anyang sangho me saranang varang etena satchavajjena sottite hotu sambada. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. And if you feel like it, take any one hand, tuck it into under your armpit, and the other hand, put it on the shoulder. Or any other position your hand wants to go to, just trust it. Your hand knows where to go. This is healing. This is recalibrating. Just simply touching yourself with grace and ease is supporting your process right now. It's deepening and accelerating your process right now. And why are we doing all of this? We're doing all of this to shift from I am this and I am that to just I am. You're supporting the body to recalibrate, emotions to recalibrate, reset themselves, come back to their original state. It's far more in flow, far more at ease, far more trusting. The hand that's on the shoulder, just touch the back of your neck. If you don't feel like holding these postures, just sit comfortably. Just enjoy the silence. If you want to exchange the hands, you can. Other hand goes to the armpit. Other hand goes to the shoulder. If any emotions are coming up, just feel the emotions. Don't try to think about them. Just feel them. Feelings are meant to be felt, not fixed. The hand that's on the shoulder, if you want to put it to the back of your neck, you can. If you want to touch the middle of both your arms, just gently touch them. And if you want to, you can rub your palms. We're not going to put them on our eyes this time. Just rub your palms. Rub the back of your hand. Both your hands. Interlace the fingers. Sides. I want you to feel like you're wearing a beautiful crown. So just take your hands and just put it like you're wearing a beautiful crown. And if you don't feel like doing this, just imagine doing it. That's fine. And you're receiving some really beautiful frequencies straight down your skull. Just receive beautiful, healing, soothing, settling frequencies. The purest frequencies coming through your brain. If your hands get very tired, you can put them down. Just continue imagining doing it. Hold it for as long as you can. Straight back will help. Beautiful, powerful energies are flowing through your brain, flowing into your skull, activating, energizing, hidden possibilities, potentials, strengthening you in ways you can't imagine. If you also want to do front and back, you can. Like a beautiful crown that you're wearing. Just touch your forehead and the back of your head. Exchange your hands if you like. And hands go down in any place they feel comfortable. Continue just being. The body is now much more settled. The mind is now much more settled. You're in a place of greater serenity, greater calm. You're in touch with the larger part of you. You're feeling infinite support. You're getting a taste, even if it's a tiny taste, you're getting a taste of what zero mind means. Just stay here. I'm getting an image of roots coming out of your toes and the soles of your feet, roots coming out of the base of your spine and growing deep into the earth. Roots coming out of your toes, of the soles of your feet, of your ankles, growing deep into the earth, same with the base of your spine. At the same time, branches and shoots coming out of your shoulders, of your head, and reaching out towards the sky, you start feeling like a tree. With every breath, you're breathing in from your roots into your hara, which is just below your navel. With every out breath, it's circulating throughout the body, up your branches, all the way up to the heavens. And like this, you are drawing nourishment, strength from the earth, beautiful earth energy, and you're connecting to the heavens, beautiful sky, star energy. And all of this is getting concentrated in your hara, below the navel, and also your heart. And even if it feels a little strange or disorienting at first, know that it's a good sign. It's a sign of a deeper equilibrium, a deeper alignment that's happening. So like this, breath by breath, the roots go deeper into the earth. The branches stretch further out into the heavens. Breathing in earth, refreshing energy. Breathing out, circulating the energy into every cell, every part of the being, and stretching out into the heavens. Concentrating all of this into your hara, just below the navel, and the heart, and the center of the heart. You're really coming into your center so powerfully. It's almost like an inner gravitational force you're feeling. Trust that gravitational force. Don't hold back. It's okay. It's totally okay. You're completely safe. In fact, you've never been safer. And the only part of you that might be uncomfortable is the part of you that misunderstood all along who you really are. And it's okay. Continue. Continue being, continue breathing. Don't have to overthink any of this. Don't have to do it perfectly. If your hands want to touch any part of your body, let them find what they want to touch. If they want to touch your ankle, if they want to touch a part of your back, if they want to touch your heart, anything, just trust it. Otherwise, just let the hand relax. This body and mind is actually like a supercomputer. We just interfere too much. Don't let it do its job. Let it do what it wants. I'm getting a inclination to chant and invoke certain entities, energies. Padmasambhava Guru Rinpoche, powerful master of the here and the beyond, supporting and guiding us, removing obstacles, cutting through the illusion, supporting your energy, rebirthing, the alchemy that needs to happen to shift you from identifying yourself as the physical body to an energy body, to a light body, to pure being. And Padmasambhava Guru Rinpoche will support us. Om Ahong Beng Guru Padma Siddhi Hong. 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 Invoking the powerful, soothing, supporting, guiding, strengthening frequencies, grace of Sai Baba. Om Shri Sai Ram. 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 आपसे ही हो सारे काम. ओम श्री साई राम. ओम श्री साई राम. ओम श्री साई राम. आपसे ही हो सारे काम. ओम श्री साई राम. ओम श्री साई राम. ओम श्री साई राम. Om Shri Sai Ram. Om Shri Sai Ram. Om Shri Sai Ram. आपसे ही हो सारे काम. ओम श्री साई राम. ओम श्री साई राम. ओम श्री साई राम. Divine, 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 divine. Together divine, together divine, together divine, together divine. Divine, 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 divine. Together, 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 divine. Divine, 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 divine. Life is for giving love. Life is for giving love. Life is for giving love. Forgiving, 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 forgiving. Life is forgiving love. Life is forgiving love. Life is forgiving love. Invoking and inviting the powerful, very tangible, very supportive, very accurate, very precise support and guidance and grace of Saint Germain. Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain of the violet flame, Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain of the violet flame. Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain of the violet flame. I'm a being of violet fire. I'm a being of violet fire. I'm a being of violet fire. I'm the purity life desires. I'm the purity life desires. Up in flames, everything's up in violet flames, up in flames, everything's up in violet flames. I'm a being of violet fire. I'm the purity life desires. I'm a being of violet fire. I'm a being of violet essence. I'm a being of violet presence. I'm purity in its essence. Up in flames, everything's up in violet flames, up in flames, everything's up in violet flames. Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain and the violet flame. Saint Germain and the violet flame, Saint Germain and the violet flame. Up in flames, everything's up in violet flames. I'm a being of violet fire. I am the purity life desires. I'm a being of violet fire. I'm the purity life desires. Up in flames, everything's up in violet flame. Saint Germain, Saint Germain, Saint Germain of the violet flame. Saint Germain is the master of alchemy. It's going to support our transmutation. The transition that we're all going through, whether we realize it or not. It's going to happen anyway. It can happen a little more smoothly as we invoke and invite and receive the support and the guidance of these wonderful teachers, masters, beings of light, which are just actually aspects of our own infinite consciousness. A part of us has already arrived. In fact, a part of us has never left. And the rest of us is forever arriving. And parts of us have arrived a lot closer. So when we invoke these beings of light, we're actually invoking parts of ourselves. We're remembering parts of ourselves. And that's what's so beautiful about this. What we focus on expands. And in this new moon practice, we are remembering what it feels like to empty ourselves of our normal sense of self, normal hang-ups, predispositions, preferences, likes and dislikes, just emptying ourselves. Neti, neti, not this, not this, not this. Not this, not this, not this. What you thought was essential turns out to not be that essential. Turns out you're broader than that. You're unaffected by that. And as you relax into that okayness, beautiful alignment happens. Regeneration happens. Life fills you up. Spirit fills you up. Invoking and inviting Mahavatar Babaji, wonderful presence in my life, forever guiding, supporting silently. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama, Om Kriya Babaji Nama, Om Kriya Babaji Nama, Om Kriya Babaji, Kriya Babaji, Kriya Babaji. Om Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama. Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om. Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om. Kriya Babaji, Kriya Babaji. Om Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama Om. Kriya Babaji Nama Om. It doesn't matter if it's my imagination, but I have a sense that Babaji is chuckling and saying that everyone on this call is in trouble because they've been infected with the truth virus. They've been infected with the bliss virus. They've been infected with the guidance that comes from joy virus. And this virus is far more powerful than any other virus. So then why are we in trouble? The part of us that's still hooked into mass consciousness, that part of us is in trouble because now this virus of truth, this virus of bliss, this virus of trusting joy is going to run the show. And the old part of you that thought it's in control, that imagined it's in control, like a little child thinks it's in control of its car when actually it's the remote control in the hands of the parent that's running that car, running that toy. We thought we were in control. Turns out it's just our imagination. So that part's in trouble. But we can reduce the trouble by just coming back to a sense of trusting. Nothing is out of place. Not a single atom is out of place. And when it seems most out of place is when it's actually most in place. That is your accelerated growth, evolution, transcendence happening. Of course, it's going to feel out of whack. You're being pulled out of an old skin. You're unsheathing yourself, uncovering, unlayering, stepping out of an old identity, transitioning from one density to another. Of course, it's going to be a little disorienting. Welcome it. And Babaji is going to support you. You can think of Babaji if you like. You can think of any of these masters of light, or anybody else you like or believe in. Or even if there's no one, you just say, help. You're going to get help. Plenty of help is available. Om Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama, Kriya Babaji Nama, Om. Om Kriya Babaji Nama, Om. Each one of us is getting strengthened from the foundation up. From the foundation up, being filled with subtle, potent energies, healing energies, ojas, purest life essence, filling up every cell on this auspicious new moon occasion, emptying ourselves so that we can fill ourselves. Emptying ourselves so we can be filled and recast, remade, reconfigured, refashioned, made whole again. Without warning, without preparation, without thought whether you can or can't do this. Just dive into the deepest depths of your being right now. Some messages for your deepest part of your being. Sunshine. Mountain breeze. wildflowers dancing in the breeze. Hidden network of intelligence connecting everything in the soil. All over the surface of the earth. The moment before your father's sperm touched your mother's egg, the moment after the elements in your body are indistinguishable from outer elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. The intelligence that makes the heart beat in all creatures. The mysterious force that keeps every planet, every galaxy, every comet, every meteorite, every atom in its right place. The startling revelation that your thoughts are not your thoughts, they're just thoughts. Getting a taste of peace that is completely independent of life situation, completely independent of anything you practice or don't practice, any decisions you make or don't make. Getting a taste of that peace that is forever independent of all of this right now. And whether or not it matches your self-image, each of you becoming like a lighthouse. Your entire body and every cell in this body becoming like a lighthouse, radiating a very precise frequency, a very precise light, very beneficial light, very wholesome light, very coherent light. What's it like to be a lighthouse? Effortlessly. And at least for a few microseconds or longer, what's it like to graduate from being a lighthouse to being a sun? What's it like to be a sun? Whether or not you can experience it, some old idea about yourself just got burned up, completely got burned up. Never to return. Activating deeper potentials, they're going to happen anyway. I'm going to suggest a few, and if it resonates, just inwardly say yes. Inwardly receive. And if it doesn't resonate, no problem. Nothing needs to be done. Not only are you healthy, you're radiating health. Wherever you go, everyone at least 50 meters all around you surrounded by health, filled with health, strengthening immunity. And that's just for starters. It's got no limit. So you're radiating health, radiating vitality, beautiful superpower. And see if you want to receive it, if you want to activate it. Inwardly just say yes, or say of course. Your very presence is anchoring, healing, helps create emotional stability for yourself, your family, everyone in all directions. Your very presence does this. There's nothing you need to do about this. It's just a feature of who you are. Activating the superpower, and if it resonates, welcome it in. And feel it like it's already so. Guaranteeing a graceful life and a graceful death. Guaranteeing a graceful life and a graceful death. Activating the superpower. See if it resonates. If so, take it on. Activating the superpower of being completely relaxed and at ease at every point of the emotional scale. So from what people perceive as so-called negative emotion to what people perceive as so-called positive emotion, at every point, the entire spectrum, body and mind will go through what they go through, but you remain completely relaxed, completely chill, completely okay. Activating that superpower, and if that resonates, take it in. Feel it like it's already so. You cannot do this life wrong. Activating the superpower, even if you try to, with all your might, do the wrong thing, do the opposite of what everyone tells you, even what your own conscience tells you, it still ends up being a tremendous blessing. A tremendous blessing. It's like you just can't do this wrong. What a unique superpower this is. Like Master Oogway says from Kung Fu Panda, one often meets their destiny on the path one takes to avoid it. So your superpower is you're destined to be a most incredible channel of blessings. And even if you take what you think is a wrong turn, that turns out to be an enormous field of blessings. Activating the superpower, and if it resonates, take it in, breathe it in, welcome it, own it, become it. Activating a really beautiful superpower of replacing judging with blessing. Replacing judging, even the minor, tiny, passing judgments, replacing them with blessing. And even if in your mind, you might experience them as a judgment, it instantly gets transformed into a blessing. It is always a blessing. Activating the superpower of converting all judgment, all resistance into blessing and flow, a flow of blessings. And if it resonates, take it on, breathe it in, own it, become it. What does it feel like? And just for practice, try judging someone. I can be a good target object. Try judging me, see what happens. It's so funny. The more you're trying to judge me, the more blessed I'm feeling. Condolences to your ability to judge. It's all become blessing. Activating the superpower. To continue activating superpowers, you don't have to wait for me to say this. At any time, at any point, including the past, by the way, you can activate superpowers in the live stream of your own past, your family's past, your communities, your country's past. Activating the capacity to activate superpowers in yourself and in others, even though there are no others. And if that makes sense and that resonates, and if that feels appropriate, then take it on. Breathe it in, own it, become it. Feel it like it's already so. Feel the readjustment happening down to your DNA. Now that you have this ability, go ahead and activate some more superpowers within yourself, within humanity, if that feels appropriate. And if not, just enjoy being. And if you feel like, here's another one. It's almost like the only thing that really holds us back is the fear of feeling something. Don't want to feel something. Want to feel something, don't want to feel something. So activating the superpower of being willing to feel anything, everything. It's okay. Being willing to feel anything, everything. All, the entire range, the entire spectrum of feeling. Activating your tremendous superpower to be willing to feel without flinching, without running away, just feeling. Fully feeling. Whatever you're currently feeling, forget about tomorrow. Whatever you're currently feeling, this is really healing. fully feeling your feelings is very healing. And if that feels appropriate, then go ahead and breathe it in, own it, become it, starting from this moment. Can you feel the full spectrum of what you're feeling in this moment? Right now. Without wanting to improve it, change it, fix it, transmute it in any way. Activating the superpower that not only do you get the boldness and the courage and the freedom and the integration that comes with this, everyone in your field is far more capable of fully feeling their feelings, the whole spectrum of their feelings. And that's a gift that you embody. That's the alchemy that you embody without even trying to embody it. I feel like sharing with you my superpower, whether or not you believe it, whether or not it makes sense. See if you want to receive it. Planting an incorruptible seed of complete awakening. In every being who enters my field. Planting an incorruptible seed of complete, comprehensive awakening. In every being and everything that enters my field. And see if you want to receive that superpower. Inviting soothing energies to wash all over us, healing frequencies to wash all over us. The blessings of all our spiritual teachers and guides, all our ancestors to wash over us. Inviting the most lofty, radiant, bright, supportive, aligned frequencies from all civilizations, past and future, to wash over us. Universal love, inviting the pure frequency of universal love, purest frequency, to wash over us and fill us up from inside. Inviting the state beyond frequencies, to awaken within us. Inviting the most impeccable harmony between energy and consciousness, Shakti and Shiva, Shiva and Shakti. That immaculate, perfect synchronization. The yin and the yang at every hierarchy of existence to awaken within us. Beautiful Tibetan prayer and blessing. Maybe experience just the right amount of suffering for our complete awakening, complete flowering and blossoming into full compassion and full wisdom. May we experience just the right amount of suffering for our comprehensive, complete awakening, comprehensive blossoming into pure wisdom, pure compassion. May we experience just the right amount of suffering. Not an atom more, not an atom less. At a physical, emotional, and mental level. In other words, we can trust whatever's showing up. This is good medicine. This is good medicine. Nothing's out of place. For our most comprehensive, multidimensional, earth-shaking, and earth-healing realization. Remembrance of who we really are. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. So protected, so guided, so supported, every step of the way. You always were, you are, and you always will be, because you are not who you imagine that you are. You are not dependent on this universe. It's actually this universe that's dependent on you. And so both God or life, whatever word you like, the ultimate and the creation, both are to be embraced and loved equally. Nirvana and samsara loved equally, embraced equally. Keep showing up. Keep showing up, keep waking up, keep cleaning up. Keep showing up. Keep waking up. Keep cleaning up and keep growing up. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Tathastu, tathastu, tathastu. You can continue to be quiet for the next few minutes. If you feel like opening your eyes, you can. If you want to write something in the comments, you can. I'm here for another 10 minutes or so. Comment on YouTube. Sir, I want to ask, when I do meditation, I feel disconnected with everything, my parents. But then there are fears that I'm losing the instincts of life. It's all right. You're going to disappoint a few people, no matter how you live. So it's normal to feel that people are getting worried about you because you're going through a kind of a change. It's all right. So just love them, reassure them. And you will go through a phase. Most of us go through a phase where we disconnect from most of the things that we used to do. And at some point, we usually reconnect, but in a different way, without resistance. So I think it's all right. And you should actually expect to be misunderstood. You should not expect to be understood, because this is a process that is not immediately clear or evident to everybody. And your willingness to be misunderstood is also part of your growth. When the voice and the vision on the inside becomes louder than the voices and opinions on the outside, is when you have come to inner alignment. Very nice. And on Zoom, we're having some comments. Wishing everyone a wonderful new year. This was a very intense session. Thank you. Felt wonderful. Thank you, Sujai. Deep gratitude, deep love. Thank you, Dipti. Thank you for this healing and this magic. Thank you, Garima. So beautiful. I felt a lot of playful and wise energy of dolphins around. A lot of it. Joyful and wise. Supporting throughout. So beautiful. Tathastu. Thank you, Shilpa. Garima says, sending you blessings and love. Tathastu. Superb session. Had a fever as well as cough, but let that be and try to be with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful, Purnima. A lot of strength to you. And may you quickly recover and heal from this. And Chandar says, infinite blessings to all. How wonderful. Tejaswini says, very profound session. Dear Nithya, God bless. Feeling wonderful. And Jay is just doing namaste, namaste, namaste. Namaste. Thank you, Dipti. Meenu saying, all stay happily, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Thank you, Nithya, and all masters. Sri Ram is saying, infinite gratitude for the intense session. Felt wonderful. Saloni says, thank you. Savita says, what is the correlation between zero mind, being in the present moment, and Silva method? So I would like to grant you, if you like, the superpower to awaken that understanding. That what is the correlation between zero mind, being in the present moment, and the Silva method? May that recognition come to you within you. Magdalena says, thank you so much, Nithya, and everyone on the call. Also our guides, all supporting, seen and unseen, all our ancestors. Anumodana. Thanks. This was a wonderful session. Thank you, Savita. Dhara says, wonderful session. Smita says, love and hugs to all in this call. May all send this exponentially. So nice. I'm now feeling very best, says Devanshi. I feel I have met Master Shifu. Well done, Komal. Aisha says, bless you, Nithya. Much gratitude to you and everyone and the universe for all that was downloaded and received. Rahul says, thank you for sharing the group's energy. Totally uplifted mine. Rupal says, where are the 2 hours go? Beautiful session. Seema says, thank you so much. And Sudha says, God bless Nithya. Wonderful session. Went to another level. Thank you so much for this profound healing. Wonderful. Very good. Chaliye. Let me end with Mangal Maitri, sending good wishes for all. Mera Mangal, Mera Mangal. Mera Mangal, Mera Mangal, Mera Mangal ho re. Mera Mangal ho re. Tera Mangal, Tera Mangal. Tera Mangal, Tera Mangal. Tera Mangal hoye re. Tera Mangal hoye re. I'm chanting everything twice. If you want to join in, you can. Sabhi ka Mangal, Sabhi ka Mangal. Sabhi ka Mangal, Sabhi ka Mangal. Sabhi ka Mangal ho re. Sabhi ka Mangal ho re. Jana Jana Mangal, Jana Jana Mangal. Jana Jana Mangal, Jana Jana Mangal. Jana Jana Sukhiya ho re. Jana Jana Sukhiya ho re. मेरे अर्जित सभी पुण्य में मेरे अर्जित सभी पुण्य में भाग सभी का हो रे. भाग सभी का हो रे. हमारे अर्जित महापुण्य में हमारे अर्जित महापुण्य में भाग सभी का हो रे. भाग सभी का हो रे. दसों दिशाओं के सब प्राणी दसों दिशाओं के सब प्राणी मंगल लाभी हों रे. मंगल लाभी हों रे. निर्भय हों निर्वैर बने सब. निर्भय हों निर्वैर बने सब. सभी निरामय हों रे. सभी निरामय हो मेरे। जल के, थल के और गगन के, जल के, थल के और गगन के प्राणी सुखिया हो मेरे। प्राणी सुखिया हो मेरे। अंतर मन की गांठें टूटें, अंतर मन की गांठें टूटें, मानस निर्मल हो रे। मानस निर्मल हो रे। मानस शीतल हो रे। मानस शीतल हो रे। फिर से जाग उठे मुस्कान, फिर से जाग उठे मुस्कान, सब में जागे अंतर ज्ञान। तेरा मंगल, तेरा मंगल, तेरा मंगल, तेरा मंगल, मेरा मंगल, मेरा मंगल, मेरा मंगल, मेरा मंगल, सभी का 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 मंगल हो मेरे। समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु, समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु, समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. And we'll all take a deep breath. We'll chant Om, a long Om, followed by Shanti, Shanti, Shanti 3 times, completely radiating out all the blessings, all the power, all the energies that we have accumulated here, radiating them out into infinity. Take a deep breath. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That's And I feel like blessing all of you with irreversibility. Whatever shift in consciousness has happened, it is irreversible, no matter how hard you try. If it's truly beneficial for you, then it's irreversible. And no matter how hard you try, you can't go back to the old octave. You're just going to get like holding a football underwater. It's just going to bounce back up. So this is a new foundation you have, and keep building from this foundation. And that's my wish. That's my blessing. That's my wonderful reminder for all of you. Thank you all for joining me tonight, or whatever time you're in. It's been a joy. Let's end with a beautiful Mayurma, sending loving wishes to all. Take your hands up. Bring them down. Make a big heart in the air. And make an infinity symbol 3 times. Lying down 8, 3 times bigger. And make it huge. Come to your heart and say with me, Mayurma. We are done. Take rest. Be well.